golf ball! He finds a golf ball but he can't see the door frame. I saw the 4th instalment of Pirates of the Caribbean entitled On Stranger Tides, and I didn't go for the 3D option. Even though the ticket seller did offer it to me, I'm sure you can guess what my reaction was. Don't get me wrong, it is an enjoyable movie, but, of course there is a but. It felt a little... cheap? Yes, it had a smaller budget. We don't get to see an epic ship battle, but it does feel more like an adventure rather than an action adventure. We only get to see 3 characters from the original trilogy return. Great characters though. Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow is as brilliant as always, and having Barbossa opposite him is always fun too. Penelope Cruz was a great piece of casting as Angelica, and no, it's not just because she's a beautiful woman. I thought Ian McShane was brilliant as Blackbeard, and I wasn't watching him for his beauty, was I? All in all, I quite enjoyed it, and it was worth spending my money on.
I don't know where the balls come from, Percy. It's keeping him happy.
For you Torchwood fans out there, you should check this link out below. It's a teaser trailer for the new series, and it looks freaking awesome. It looks like it's come a long way from its original concept, and looks like it will get rid of that memory of the 3rd series from my mind, which is a good thing. Oh, and Gwen has a rocket launcher in it too. You won't know this about me, but I have a few nicknames. I'm not talking about the malicious ones, I'm talking about the ones you give to people out of fondness. Obviously SmegChris is one of them, and people do ask me, why am I called that? Well, not only is it a reference to Red Dwarf, but my littlest bruv, Twaggy, he likes to call me Smeg every now and then. You should go to the link below to his comments box and write, "Hello littlest bruv." I'm also called Funny Bunny because one of my cousins calls me that, and that's because I started calling her Starfish. And it's not because she looks like one, or lives underwater, or sticks to things, or has 5 legs. It just happened. Another nickname of mine is Cakehead because I've got another cousin who once at my 30th birthday party dumped my birthday cake on my head. I know, I don't look a day over 21. That leads me to my question. I know I call you guys Smeggies, but what I want to know is, what is your nickname or nicknames? Leave your answers in the comments below. And just so you know, the reason I'm talking about this is because Starfish asked me to. Hey Starfish. I found some amusing news articles this week. 3 men have been caught simulating sex with a statue on a war memorial to fallen British troops. The sick pranksters, in their late teens or early 20s, were seen late at night desecrating the figure of a soldier holding a sword. Pokes up? Seriously, these idiots need a good slapping. And beating. And flogging. And another story. A dad of 3 has spent nearly £2,000 on counselling for his addiction to sausages. David H, 47, wolfs down up to 13 bangers every day. He spends £700 a year on sausages and has even bought a huge chest freezer to store them. He said, "I genuinely cannot bear the thought of living without them." But he realised things had gone too far when long-suffering wife Susan served up something different for dinner. David of London said, "I went mad at the thought of it. It was then that I realised something wasn't quite right." He's joking, isn't he? The huge chest freezer didn't clue him in, or the plate full of meat. It was when his missus didn't give him any sausages and it set him off, and then suddenly he realised. Or maybe the real truth is that she threatened to publicise some photos she has of him sat in a bathtub full of sausages. Well, I like to think so.
Thanks. Now I have that image in my mind.
And finally, a teenage driver who tried to insure his £400 banger was quoted nearly £18,000. Chris B, who passed his test last year, was keen to get the 14-year-old Volkswagen Polo on the road until he found insuring it would cost 45 times the value of the car. And the 18-year-old lad was amazed when Quinn Direct rang to ask if he wanted to proceed with the £17,800 quote. I told them they were having a laugh, said Chris. I said, it's a Polo, not a Ferrari. He has now solved his problem by swapping the Polo for a vehicle that costs only £57 to insure. A tractor. Yeah, that'll certainly pull the girls. But a good lad.
What the?
There we go. Okay, right. You ready? Bit of wind resistance there, but fly, my machine. Fly. Nemesis. That should do it. SmegChris should have been hit by now. Huh? Oh crap, jump! Cut! Looks like Nemesis is back, Smeggies. I'm going to have to be more vigilant from now on. I say, old chap, who are you? In fact, who am I? Oh shit. I have to go. Peace out. Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow is as brilliant as ever, and Barbossa is always fun at a pop. Ha ha ha!